coming, troubles in the air.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got to call it this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Dalton throwing on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's in. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. This is caught. Gronkowski. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Another chance for Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a rookie. It's Kenneth Dixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
2nd down, Flacco now. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perriman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perriman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you work confounds into the broadcast. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the wideout in motion. 2nd down, Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
So Dalton now. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Anquan Boldin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That's the first touchdown catch of the season for Anquan Boldin in that new uniform.
And let's face it, when you watch him run routes, you think about how physical he is at all times, don't you? because the stopwatch never really mattered for him. He's not that fast of a guy, and so him losing some speed as his career went on didn't really mean a whole lot. Crafty, smart, tough, competes for the football, and an absolute pro in the locker room.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
Here's Woodhead. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, Hill. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First down carry. It's Hill. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
The intensity that Jeremy Hill runs the football with is ideal for goal line situations.
Yeah, he's a bruiser. We may see another dose of him coming out.
Yeah, he's a lot to handle for any defense, especially in tight situations.
They'll run it with Hill. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
We did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Right side catch, Gilmore. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. a very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Serve it, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Slot man moves right. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Dixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To pass, Flacco. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now Flacco, you see him there. They can ill afford to lose him, but he's slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And Flacco, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco taking it in. And now the Ravens, they're just a two-point conversion away from tying this up.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver. 104 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A red zone first down for Flacco. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 3 on the game there, second and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Flacco taking it in. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Cameron Correa. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments. And
he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Dalton, and he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wide open, Gronkowski. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is one of those plays where everything went right except the finish. Got out of trouble, found a receiver downfield, but it fell incomplete.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to go for a big... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gronkowski, slot left, and the wideout in motion. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And a gain there of 11 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They slot Gronkowski outright. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone after those types of passes.
And they get to him quickly here as he's... And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And the lead is up to 5. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And he motions the wide receiver. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves his sticks.
Looks like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's back to throw, and he'll go right back to Macklin. It's complete again. No gain, and it's second down. Perriman in motion right. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And oh, at the end of it, he strips. Ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.